Hello, mathematicians. So I was going to make a times table to post to our site, and I thought it might be a good video for you to see how this all comes together. Okay, so let's go over here. So wherever they cross, wherever the column and the row cross, is where you put the product or the multiplication answer. So for example, here's 1 and 1, and they cross right here. And as you all know, 1 times 1 is 1. So now I'm in column 2, as you could tell. So 2 times 1 is 2. Column 3, 3 times 1 would be 3. 4 times 1, 4. And you'll quickly realize that it's skip counting by the row number. So this one doesn't seem too difficult because I'm skip counting by ones, and that's how we normally count. So let me go ahead and finish that one up. So to review, before I go on to number 2, 9 times 1, here's column 9, here's row 1. So 9 times 1 is 9. All right, so now when I go down here, you'll see that this column is also 1. So really, if you wanted to, you could go ahead and fill out those ones. So 1 times 2 is 2, 1 times 3 is 3, 1 times 4 is 4, 1 times 5 is 5. Now let me stop here for just a second. So my point is, the ones fact family going vertically in this column and horizontally will be the same. So I'll go ahead and finish the ones column real quick. Okay, let me go back to the 2 row here. So on the 2's, I'm going to skip count by 2's, or I'm going to do the multiplication problem of the factor that's in the column and the factor that's in the row. So 2 times 2 is 4, 2 times 3 is 6, and soon you'll notice that I'm skip counting by 2's. So if you ever wondered, why is my teacher making me skip count all the time? It was to get you ready for multiplication. All right, so let's go down to 3's here. Now, 3's is where it gets a little difficult for some people. If you've not skip counted a lot by 3's, you could think of it as an addition problem. So 3 plus 3, that would be skip counting. 3 plus 3 is 6, and 6 plus 3 would be 9. And what that tells us, just to remember, is that 3 times 3 is equal to 9. Okay, so I'll go ahead and fill this out. I am skip counting. So 8's could be hard for people. 7's, it could also be hard. So 21, add 3 more. Now you know 8 times 3 is 24. I'm just skip counting by 3's and 30. Okay, so now let's go down to 4's here. So 4 plus 4, or skip count by 4, 4 plus 4 is 8. 12. 4 times 4, add 4 more, 16. And 20. Oops. Pretend you didn't see that. That was a typo. Sorry, guys. All right, so on this, I'm going to take a break from that row for a second. If you know your 5's, you'll notice that this is correct, that the column is correct. 5, 10, 15, 20. That's correct. If you ever want to make your own times table, 5's is a great place and 10's is a great place, because most of us know those, to make sure that you're doing it the right way. All my 5's look right, so I know I am doing it the right way. Let's continue. 24. 24 plus 4, 28. 32. Now, if I asked a lot of people that I'm working with, or just around the building, what is 8 times 4? You might have a hard time with that. But I bet a lot of people could tell me what 4 times 5 is, 20, and then you could just count up by 4's. Just pointing out that a multiplication table is awesome. 40. Now 5's, like I said, most of you know those, so let me speed through those. Just skip counting by 5's. 25, and 50. Let me check my 10s real quick to make sure I'm doing it right. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Sounds great. Let me go way down here to 8s. 8s is probably one of the hardest fact families for us. So here's where you get out a piece of paper and actually write. Oh, it's not going to let me write, and that's okay. You're going to actually write out, especially when you're learning, don't feel pressured to do all this in your head. Let's see if I could show you what I would write out. So I would take the time, I'd get scrap paper out. If you don't know 8 times 2, 8, skip count by 8, you could write 8, you could write, not 8 times asterisk, sorry. You could write 8 times 8, right? Or that would be 64, sorry. If you write 8 plus 8, I'm skip counting, 16. All right, so if we got a little off track there, all I'm saying is don't be afraid to write out 16 plus 8, 24, 32, and 40. I know in my head that 8 times 5 is 40, so I'm on the right track. Always good to use a landmark like that. Let's see, 48, 56, 64, 72. I'm coming up to a tens landmark. Let's see if I've done it correctly. And 80. That is right. I will post the finished product. You have been watching for about 6 minutes and 45 seconds. I would say that's enough of looking at a spreadsheet. Please check back at the bottom of this page to see the rest of the finished product. Thank you for watching.